When the day your judgment comes, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, فَإِذَا نُفِخَ فِي السُّورِ فَلَا أَنْسَابَ بَيْنَهُمْ. Thereafter, when the trumpet is blown, there are no ties of kinship between them. On the day of judgment, so the trumpet will be sounded twice. The result of this sound will be that everything, the earth, the skies, and every living thing in between will perish. And when the second sound is given, every dead living will come back to life. This is clearly mentioned in the Holy Quran in the verse where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, ثُمَّ نُفِخَ فِي أُخْرَى فَإِذَا هُمْ قِيَامٌ يَنْظُرُونَ. Then it shall be blown again, and lo, they shall stand before him. There is a difference of the opinions whether in the present verse the reference is to the first call or the second call. According to Ibn Jubair, Sayyidina Ibn Abbas radiallahu anhu say that I thought that it refers to the first call on the day of judgment, and on the other hand, on Sayyidina Abdullah ibn Mas'ud radiallahu anhu says that the reference here is the second call. And according to Atta radiallahu anhu, Sayyidina Abbas also supports this view that which has been adopted in Tafsili Mazhari. Sayyidina Abdullah ibn Mas'ud said that on the day of judgment, every man and woman will be assembled in the gathering place, which we call Mahshar, where a hero appointment by Allah will identify each person by his name and his father's name, and invite anyone from amongst those present who has a claim against them to come forward and receive it. This proclamation will please everyone. A father having a claim against his son, a wife having a claim against her husband, a sister having a claim against her brother, and vice versa. They will all come forward to receive their dues. The present verse describes the situation. فَلَا أَنْسَابَ بَيْنَهُمْ. There are no ties of kinship between them. Then the same situation has been described in the verse. Say, يَوْمَ يَفِرُّ الْمَرْءُ مِنْ أَخِيهِ وَأُمِّهِ وَأَبِيهِ وَصَاحِبَتِهِ وَبَنِيهِ. Upon the day when a man shall flee from the brother, his mother, his father, his consorts, his sons. Difference between the conditions of the believers and infidels in Mahshar gathering place on the day of judgment. The condition described above will apply to unbelievers. Note the believers. Listen to me carefully. When it comes to the unbelievers, only those who are in their selfishness will abandon their dear and near relatives. As for the believers, Allah said in the Holy Quran, أَلْحَقْنَا بِهِمْ ذُرِّيَّتَهُمْ. We shall join their seed with them, which means that the children of good Muslims, if they themselves are believers, also will be united with their parents. According to the hadith of Sayyidina Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam, says, on the day of judgment, when everybody will be dry with thirst, Muslim children who had died as minors will come out carrying water from paradise. And when people will ask them for it, they will reply, water is for their parents, only whom they are searching. The gist of this discussion is that whereas in the case of infidels, no one will be of any hope to each other, nor will anyone recognize the dear ones in the mahshar. The case of Muslim will be exactly the opposite. The believers will help each other and will also intercede for other Muslims. There is a hadith which Ibn Askari says, written on the authority of Sayyidina Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu anhu, says, on the day of judgment, all relationships arising out of a common ancestry or from marriage ties will be severed, except in my own case. Scholars have interpreted this verse to mean that all the Muslims of the Ummah of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam are part of his family, because he is the father of the Ummah and his wives are the mothers. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَلَا يَتَسَاءَلُونَ. Nor will they question one another. However, there is another version of this ayah, وَأَقْبَلَ بَعْضُهُمْ عَلَى بَعْضِ يَتَسَاءَلُونَ, and advance one upon another, asking each other questions. Discussing this later verse, Sayyidina Ibn Abbas radiallahu anhu say that It is the mahshar. There will be a different station, and the conditions in each station will be different. There will be a time when no Muslim or nobody will speak to anybody else. But in another station, when the terror which earlier overwhelmed the gathering abates, people will converse with one another. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, يَوْمَ يَكُونُ النَّاسُ كَالْفَرَاشِ الْمَبْثُوثِ. The day when people will be scattered like scattered moths. That's the day, it will be the day of judgment. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us good ending. Allahumma inni as'aluka husnul khatima. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us forgiveness before we die. Allahumma rzuqni tawbatan nasuha qabla al-maut. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Islam TV 254. Let's share the knowledge.